If you have a Cricut machine and you still feel overwhelmed, I will show exactly how I made this bookmark in just a few minutes. So let's get started. Okay, so now you open your Cricut Design Space and you're going to go to text on the left side panel and then type in your text. In my case, I'm using blessed. And before I'm going to continue further, I just want to add a shape just to do a guideline of my bookmark. So the width of the bookmark, so to change the sizing of this shape, I'm going to go to size and I'm opening the locker. So the width of the bookmark is 15 centimeter and the height is 3 centimeter. And then I just lock it again. I want to change the color to white so that I can put this on top. Now if you see it doesn't go on top, do that. I'm just going to go on the side and just drag it to the top. So that means I can place it here. But now I first want to change the font as well. And I'm going to go with retro script. And I just want to change the color because I want to show you something. So if you look closely, you will see I'm just going to change it here, drag it a little bigger. There is lines between the letter. So if I send this straight to the Cricut machine, it's going to cut those lines and we don't want that. So I'm just going to go to the panel here on top and go to More and click on Combine and select Weld. Weld means that you're going to merge two or more separate shapes into one single shape. Okay, so that is how it's going to look. My first text, the text that I'm going to use on top will be in yellow. Then I want to do an offset, a few offsets on this. So I'm just going to click on offset and the sizing that I want is 0.2 and just going to apply, and the color, that one will be like a mustard yellow. And then I'm going to do an offset on that mustard yellow again, and that one will be also 0.2 and that one will be orange, and then another offset, which is the last offset, that one will be brown. So that will be the 4. I just want to contour this one because there's some small cuttings. So I'm just going to go to More, Contour and select those. And then apply. I actually want to do this one as well. Just want to check if there's any spaces, no contour needed, as well as this one. So yeah, this is how it's going to look at the end. Now I just want to select it all because remember I don't want it that big. So I'm going to group it. And then I'm just going to make it smaller so that I can fit it on here. So that is how it's going to look. And then I can just go to make it and do the process. I forgot to mention that the image, the rectangle image that was my guide, I deleted that before I'm going to make it. So now I'm going to go to make it, and I just want to show you another trick. Now you see that I'm going to cut this project 4 times, but I don't want that. The reason for that is because you have different colors. So we are now going to move all the others onto one mat so that it can all cut onto one mat. So I'm just going to move this one, the orange one, under the brown one. So I'm going to, okay, so that is, so the brown one stays on top, and then I'm just going to move that one. The same with the yellow one. Move object to the brown, and I'm choosing the yellow, the mustard yellow under the orange one, and then the last one I will put it right at the bottom. So I just need to make sure that I know that in between those lines I need to place it, or I need to check how big my vinyl is before I can finally send it to the Cricut machine. Okay, so the brown is going to end here by 5 centimeters. So that means the next one I want to put it here on the by the 6 centimeters, and that's the orange one. And then the mustard yellow, I will put it here by 12 centimeters, and the final one will go by 18 centimeters. So different colors but on one mat. But now I just need to change it on here. Just moved it around, and now I can send it to my Cricut machine. I didn't connect it with the Bluetooth yet, and I'm sending it, and I'm just using premium vinyl. And now my Cricut machine is flickering. That means I can load the mat into the Cricut machine. Okay, so now while my Cricut machine is cutting, I'm just preparing my bookmark. You will see that it's blue. It needs to be see-through, so there's a protective sheet on both sides. Hi!
Baby, what are you doing?
So it looks like this.
If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.